Hey everyone, ChaserTech here, and I have come to tell you that I've completed my playthrough of Bayonetta 3. And honestly, I'm pretty mixed about the entire game as a whole. There are some things that happen in the story that I was extremely confused, but before I get into that, I will say that there are some spoilers in this video, so if you wish to avoid them, then please do not watch this video. One thing I want to point out though, as far as Bayonetta goes, I'm not a huge fan of the series. Like, I appreciate them for what they are, but I would rather play Devil May Cry. So going into Bayonetta 3 was a bit of a refresher since I haven't played Bayonetta 1 or 2 in quite some time. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the story. Now, to me, the story was, yeah, I didn't like it. I thought it was pretty bad, like not very good at all. The biggest factor that why I disliked the game's story is that before the events of this game, the characters within Bayonetta's story were pretty much universally liked and they were well established. One story was okay. Number 2 was not that great, but there was just something there. 3 takes everything that we've come to love and gets rid of everyone. Bayonetta from the previous games are dead. Jean is dead. All the other Bayonettas are in the other universes are dead, and the Bayonetta that you play as in the game dies at the end. There are a lot of questions unanswered, including the lore of the enemies that you fight, and there's not much explained about the main antagonists, and not only that, but the game does a terrible job at transferring the protagonist role to Viola, which I don't think it was executed well at all. Overall, I didn't understand this story and I really did not like it. As for the campaign, I thought it was a mixed bag. Some chapters were fine, but later chapters tend to push a lot of mini games in my face. And I would much rather fight more enemies than to just go through an arcade section for the 10th time in a row. Most enemies weren't very memorable either, at least to me. As for the gameplay, I think that Bayonetta 3, like, it amps everything up. Like, I really like this game, at least as far as the gameplay goes. There's the usual stuff like Wicked Weaves, Dodge Offset, Witch Time, and whatnot that returns to the series. There's just one mechanic that's new to the series, that is Demon Slave. This game describes this ability as a way to take control over the infernal demons from Inferno and use them in battle. When I first saw this feature, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was kind of ass. I thought it was gonna be like booty butt cheeks. I thought it was just gonna be terrible. But now, since I've actually sat down and played with the game, it is actually really good. There's some cool stuff that you can use with each summon that you get, and combining with the weapons that you get, there's a lot of cool possibilities that you can pull off. And I've even seen some videos that were really cool. Like, man, I'm actually really excited to see what the Bayonetta community is going to come up with, because I think the potential for this game, for its combat, is just really good. Like, it's a large step up, at least from 2, because I remember playing 2 and it wasn't as great as it should be. And honestly, I can see myself tinkering around with the combat system a bit more in the future for Bayonetta 3, so expect a stream here or there in the future. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about for this video. I'm still working on my DMC video, which is big. Like, my DMC gameplay retrospective video, that thing is, oh man, like there's just so much I have been writing for that script, and now since I'm done, I'm actually recording the lines for that script. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about. You'll understand. I think it's going to be about at least over an hour long, as I've stated in the community post and on Twitter. So look forward to that. But as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.